Yo, yo! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Knuckles MMA, and I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be, I'm going to keep it short and sweet, but today's video is about the card Cejudo versus Yadong this Saturday, and my predictions. Let's get straight into it. Cool. So as you guys always know, most of my videos, we're going to go from the bottom of the prelims up to the main card. Starting off with Matawis Buk. Wow, how do you say his last name? How do you say his last name? Modestus Bukauskas. Modestus Bukauskas. I've seen this dude fight before. I just never knew how to say his name correctly. And he's fighting Rafael. Now, I have Bukauskas winning this fight. And actually, Bukauskas, if you don't know him too well, look up his fight against Khalil Roundtree, and you're gonna see what Khalil Roundtree did to his knee. This dude, I really like this dude. I really do. I like Mateusz Bukauskas. I think that's how you say his name. Man, he was actually doing pretty good against Khalil Roundtree when I did see him fight. That was the last time I seen him fight. I really haven't kept up on like these unranked guys too much. But man, I think he's probably gonna either submit or take Rafael to a decision. I really don't know too much about Rafael, but I do know Bukauskas, and knowing Bukauskas, he'll probably put the pressure on this dude and just let him know what it's like to be in the UFC. Going on to the second fight. Rusaboyev versus Eric Makoniko. Now, I think Rusaboyev actually did he have a fight before? I feel like he had a name. I don't remember exactly who he was gonna fight, but I know that Eric is coming off of he just signed with the promotion, and the UFC is just kind of throwing a name into there on a couple weeks notice because Rusaboyev's opponent did pull out. I got Rusaboyev winning by probably like KO, TKO, probably in the first or second round. I don't know who this new dude is, and usually what you see with these new dudes, they just lose. And especially in your first fight, you're putting them up against Rusaboyev. That's not a good matchup whatsoever. On to, I want you guys to try and pronounce that name. How do you even say that? Veretennikov versus Austin Vanderford. I really don't know too much about this. I'm gonna be honest, I don't. A lot of these fights were canceled, as you can see, and there were actually way more canceled bouts than like what you just see here. But I don't know too much about this. It's actually catchweight, so that means that either somebody probably this dude's stepping in because Nicole, his opponent probably pulled out with an injury or something. And Austin's stepping in on short notice. I really don't know. I don't know how that fight's gonna go. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that fight. I'm not even gonna give you an answer because I don't know who any of those two dudes are. Anyways, moving on to the next fight on the prelims. Now, this is a really good matchup. It's a really good matchup. I really like this. Ricky Simon, Javid Basharat. Basharat is a very, very skilled technician in the octagon. I really like Javid Basharat. I think that he might beat Ricky Simon, but I'm saying this only by decision. I don't think Ricky Simone's gonna get submitted, and I don't think that he's gonna get KO TKO'd. Ricky Simone is a grizzled veteran in the bantamweight division. Don't don't shy away from picking Ricky Simone in this fight either, because Ricky Simone, his takedowns are really good, and I think that he can give Javid Basharat a run for his money if Basharat allows Ricky Simone to get himself working in that second round. I think they're both gonna try and kind of feel each other out in the first round. Maybe Ricky Simone's gonna put more of like a pressure onto Jared Basharat, but yeah, this could go either way because Ricky Simone is also known for beating these up and coming guys as well. I don't want to give him like a gatekeeper like label, but he kind of is just a little bit. And I would just watch out for this fight. I would really watch out for this fight because this could really go Ricky Simone's way, but I really do see it going Basharat's way. Basharat's just really technical, and I think he'll probably pick apart Ricky Simone and keep him at distance and etch it out to I would say a unanimous decision. Maybe split to see just to kind of just throw it out there, but I think Basharat wins this by unanimous decision. On to Mansour Abdul Malik versus Nick Cleland. Now, Mansour, he was supposed to fight Antonio Trujillo, and Trujillo fought Shower Bullet and lost, and I believe he is the ex-boyfriend of Mackenzie Dern, or the current husband of Mackenzie Dern, something like that. But I know he was with Mackenzie Dern. Mansour undefeated in the middleweight division. I don't know too much about him. I've seen him fight only once. And what I seen, he was like all right. He's not like a crazy prospect. And Nick is coming in on like short notice as well. I don't think he was I don't know if he was signed to the UFC or maybe he was going through the Dana White Contender Series. I don't remember where he's from, but yeah, he's stepping in, and honestly, I give this to Mansour. I think Mansour has like a good amount of power in his hands, and I don't think Mansour has the power that's gonna like flatline somebody, but I think he's just gonna he's gonna give this dude a nice little butt whooping, you know what I mean, and just probably go to a decision or take KO him in the third. On to the second to last fight of the prelims, Andre Fili versus Costa. Now, Andre Fili versus Costa, I think this is a really good fight. I think this is a good test for Fili. And Costa's not like a big threat. He's not like this dude that's gonna threaten you in any sort of way. But I do think this is an easy fight for Andre Fili. If I'm not mistaken, I think, let me see, because I don't remember fully. Let me see something. Because I don't know if he's coming off of a why do they have Patricky Pitbull as his thing? Interesting. Give me 1 second. Because I think Andre Fili is coming off of yeah, I think he's coming off of a win. Yeah. He beat Cub Swanson June 29th of 2024. It is February 19th. So he hasn't fought in a little bit. But yeah, man, I think he's probably gonna KO this dude, be flat out honest with you. Um I think he's just gonna put him out, and that's gonna be that. And I'll give it to the second, maybe early third for that one. Sanji Fury the winner by KO TKO. Now, Ian Kutalabe versus Ibo Aslan. Now, this is a very good fight for Ibo. Ibo Aslan. I really like this dude. I really like this dude, and I think he is a surging contender. No, I don't just think. Actually, let me backtrack. I don't just think. I know. Ibo is a very good guy, and he's gonna give Ian a run for his money. I give Ibo this fight by TKO in the third round because Ibo's power is unbelievable. This dude has such power in his hands, and I think after he beats Ian Kutalabe, give him a top 15 opponent, and let's get Ibo into the top 15 because I really like how this dude is. I like the energy he brings and all of that good stuff. Now the thing about this fight, Ian Kutalabe could win this fight. And I say that because we have not seen Ebo fight somebody that can threaten him on the ground. And I think Ian Kutalabe could take Ebo down and he could probably rough him up on the ground. Now the thing is, um, we just got to see if Ebo has takedown defense and if he can weather a storm because that first round might be a little hard, and possibly the third, but I think Ebo can weather the storm and get that top 15 opponent. This fight though, the only thing, so let me see, we have one, two, three, let me see, two, four, five. There's about like five. Let me see, five fights on the main card. So honestly, we could see Ebo possibly and Ian Kutalabe possibly move to the main card. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but just watch out for that. Now the thing about the main card, this main card was gonna be very very stacked. Curtis Blades and this blob from I believe the PFL or some other organization was gonna fight on this card, but then they ended up getting moved to another card. Dominic Cruz pulled out with shoulder injuries and did retire. So happy retirement to Dominic Cruz. And Edson Barbosa was gonna face Steve Garcia, and Steve Garcia pulled out, I believe, due to an injury or something happened, and they could not find a replacement for Edson Barbosa, so that fight is off. On to the actual fights on this card. Alonzo Menifield versus Julius Walker. Now, Julius Walker is stepping in on short notice against Alonzo Menifield. Alonzo Menifield's opponent did pull out, and I don't know too much about Julius Walker. I'm gonna be honest. These new up and coming dudes, I really don't know too much about them. I need to do a little bit more research on them, and maybe I can give you guys a more definitive answer when it comes to some of these dudes and some of these girls that are coming into the UFC on short notice or just coming over. Um, I have Alonzo Menifield winning this by decision. You know, Alonzo Menifield is a really inconsistent fighter, so I wouldn't be surprised if Julius Walker walks in there and somehow finds a way to win against Alonzo Menifield. um, On to Gene Silva versus Melsick. Gene Silva by KO TKO in the third round. Thank you very much. I love Gene Silva. Gene Silva is one of my favorite featherweights in that division right now, and I can't wait for that fight. Thank you very much. On to the third to last fight, Rob Font versus Gene Masumoto. Now, Gene Masumoto is 16-0, and he is facing Rob Font due to Dominic Cruz pulling out and retiring, unfortunately. Again, happy retirement to Dominic Cruz. You know, he was great for the bantamweight division. He is one of the GOATs to me. Now, I could see Rob Font winning this fight, possibly. Um, what I do know about Gene, I think Gene could give Rob Font a run for his money on the ground. And I think Gene is you know, he's very quick and he's very light on his feet, and I think he could give Rob Font a run for his money on the ground, like I just said. But this fight is at catchweight. So whatever happens really happens, you know, it's not gonna boost like this is like a lose-lose situation for Rob Font, honestly, because Rob Font, he is ranked, yes, but if he beats Gene Masumoto, maybe he can get like a good call out or something. But like he's not moving, he's not going nowhere. You know what I mean? And if Gene beats him, then we're probably gonna be stuck in like this limbo because maybe Gene might take Rob Font's number next to his name, and we really don't know. So this is like a oh, excuse me. This is like a lose-lose situation for Rob Font, but I do have Rob Font winning this by a very close decision. On to the co-main event, Brendan Allen versus Anthony Hernandez. Let me look at the numbers for this because I know these two fighters are both ranked. Um, let me see. So this is number 12 versus number 9. I like this fight. I really like this fight. And is it gonna be possibly a boring fight? Yes, because Brendan Allen is a very boring fighter. He's not like a needle mover whatsoever. But Fluffy over here, I really like Fluffy. I like Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. I have Anthony Fluffy Hernandez winning this fight by I have it by majority decision. I have Anthony Hernandez winning this by decision. And I say that because Anthony Hernandez is going to put the pressure on Brendan Allen. And I think that Anthony Hernandez takedowns can give Brendan Allen a run for his money. Anthony Hernandez should go into this fight very, very carefully though. Because Brendan Allen is good on the ground and he can throw up submissions that could end the night for Anthony Hernandez very quick. Um but as far as on the feet, Anthony Hernandez wins most of those exchanges. I really do see it. And I think Anthony Hernandez should I think he should put the pressure on Brendan Allen from the get-go. I mean, start off just a little bit slow, kind of conserve your energy, but show Brendan Allen that you are in there to fight. And I really see this fight going in Anthony Hernandez's way by decision once again. And I can't wait to see this fight on Saturday. On to the main event now. Henry Cejudo versus Song Yadong. Henry Cejudo is coming back after his fight against Merab Dvalishvili to fight Song Yadong, who is also coming off of a loss against Piotr Yan. And man, what a fight. This is a really good fight. This is a really, really good fight. And I like this fight for the bantamweight division. I think whoever wins this can be possibly shot back up into I don't want to say title contention, but their name could be put in that title contention. The reason I say that is because bantamweight is such a small division. Because once you get to like that top 9-ish, all of those dudes are legit maybe like 1 or 2 wins away from a title shot. Because there isn't a lot of people that are coming from Merab. You have Piotr Yan, right? Umar just got beat. You have Sugar, you have Corey, and that's really it. There isn't a lot of like other names that are coming after Merab. So I would watch out for this fight. As far as who's gonna win, I'm very split 50-50. The reason I say that is because Song Yadong could start Henry Cejudo on the feet. 1000%, nobody can tell me otherwise. Song Yadong is a very fast, he's very crafty, and he's a very like heavy-handed individual in this bantamweight division. So I think that if this is standing and Song Yadong shows that his takedown defense is pretty good, I give it to Song Yadong by possibly TKO in the fourth or in late fourth, maybe middle fifth, late fifth round, or he could just etch out a decision because Song Yadong is a little bit of a decision merchant. Now, Henry Cejudo, I can't count Henry Cejudo out either. He is a double champ. Let's not forget, he's a double champ. He's a former double champ. He is a former flyweight and a bantamweight champion. He's beat names like Marlon Moraes. He's beat names like Demetrius Johnson, even though I really didn't agree with that decision. But he did beat Demetrius Johnson. He beat Dominic Cruz. He's beat TJ Dillashaw. And he is an Olympic gold medalist. And I'm not just saying this because I want you guys to look at that and be like, oh, he's gonna win the fight. No. But he's a crafty veteran. Even though he does talk a lot and he's really annoying, don't count him out. Henry Cejudo is he might be able to get this done. So if this fight does go in Cejudo's favor, I think Cejudo would take Song Yadong down and just like beat him up on the ground. I think Henry Cejudo is gonna go into this fight very wrestling heavy, and he's gonna want to shield himself from those heavy strikes and the heavy-handed Song Yadong. And if Henry Cejudo does find a way to win, I believe it is going to be by either a submission in the fourth round after he kind of tires Song Yadong out from taking him down, or he's going to etch out a very close decision. Now, with that, my friends, brothers, sisters, all y'all who are watching, I thank you guys for your time. I told y'all it was going to be a very short video. I wasn't gonna really chat too much in you guys' ear, but I thank you so much for allowing me to just talk in your ear for a little bit. Thank you for tuning in, and I ask that you guys continue to just support the channel. Like, subscribe, share, follow me on everything, on all of my social medias, Twitter, Instagram, all of that. And reach out to me, let me know in the comments or DM me or whatever. Just let me know, if you guys want to see anything, if you want to give me any ideas, or I'm even open to allowing some of you guys on the platform with me. I love to talk. I love to just allow people to talk. I want to go back and forth with somebody respectfully, and I you know, yeah, I thank you for you guys' time. I really do. But with that, I will see you guys very soon. I will be coming out with another video in the next couple of days. Again, with that, I know I keep saying with that, but I thank you. See you guys soon. Very, very soon. I'm out. Peace.